and welcome to Bottoms Down, chair yoga for everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you joined us today. So check out the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage for easy access to videos about the body area you want to work on, or the amount of time you have for your yoga practice today, or if you want to stay seated or stand more. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget, it's free. We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. Now, in today's practice, we'll explore poses for gratitude. So when in a state of gratitude, the physical body releases tension and it allows poses to sit better in the body. And per your request, our practice will include stretches for our feet. You'll only need a chair for today's class, and let's get started. We're going to take a moment to ground our feet to the earth, feeling those feet equally weighted and connected to the floor, to the earth. Same thing with our sits bones. We want them equally weighted on the chair, so don't lean one way or the other, and don't be leaning back, okay? So we're lifting up, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take our hands and place them on our thighs. Flip those palms up to the ceiling. Pull those shoulders down out of the ears. Lift the heart, close the eyes, and just connect to your breath. Feel your natural inhalation and exhalation. Now we're going to move into a counting, inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 5, something like this. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe normally. We're going to do that one more time. This time, if you want to, instead of counting breaths, count blessings. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. We have one more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. We're going to look to the right. Let's bring our gaze back center. And we're going to look to the left. And bring the gaze back center. Let's go back to the other side. See if you can take your gaze just a little bit further over your shoulders. We're going to come back center, and we're going to do that again on the other side. Taking that gaze just a little bit further. And center. Okay, so this last one. So go ahead and come looking to your right. Take the gaze as far as you can. Now, what I want you to do is, instead of moving your neck any further, I just want you to take your eyes just a little bit further. And face forward, and we're going to do that on the other side. So get your head turned just as far as feels good for you. Stop, and then just take the gaze, just your eyes, a little bit further. Go ahead and release that, face forward. All right, very good. Okay, we're going to move into an extended mountain pose. So we're going to, remember, keep those shoulders down. We're going to extend our hands up towards the ceiling. Let's put our palms together. Now you're going to interlace your fingers and take that pointer finger up towards the ceiling, all right? So remember, shoulders down, belly stays tight. We're going to lean our mountain. All right, let's come up and let's go the other side. We're going to lean that mountain. And we're going to come up. Let's bring our hands down and take just a little break, okay? So we're going to do that same thing again. This time we're going to add a little twist. And you're only going to add the twist if it feels good for you, okay? Up we go. Interlace fingers, point your fingers to the ceiling. Let's go to the left first this time. So we're going to lean first. Now, all I want you to do is turn and look up at the ceiling. It's not much of a twist. It's just a little baby twist. Let's take the twist out, and we're going to come back up to the ceiling, and let's lean the other way. Then we're just going to do a little baby twist as we look up. One more breath. Let's take the twist out. Let's come back up to extended mountain and bring our hands down. All right, very good. So the next pose is called Half Lord of the Fishes. We're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it up nice and wide. So here's the thing about Half Lord of the Fishes pose. Inevitably, what will happen is this knee will want to fold in because we're going to be twisting. So I want you to really think about keeping this knee open. If that means heel-toeing that foot in a little bit so that you can keep the hip and the knee and the ankle in alignment, I would rather you do that than have the foot out here and that knee bend in. Just puts a lot of pressure on the knee, okay? All right, are we ready? That left hand is going to open up first. We're going to bring that hand all the way across our body. And then we're going to grab that chair, okay? We're going to lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling, lengthen through the spine, and then you're just going to turn and look over the back of your chair. Okay, let's release it. Did you feel that stretch on this inner thigh, right? So you should be feeling this inner thigh stretching, especially if you keep this knee open, you will. Let's do it again. Here we go. Bring it across the body, grab the chair. Don't forget to lift through the crown of the head. So we want that spine nice and long. Then we're going to turn and look over the back of our chair. We have one more breath and release. Okay, that feel okay? So we're going to take this knee now and we're going to drop it down towards the floor. So this is a little crescent lunge. Our hands are just going to rest on that front thigh, all right? So this knee can be straight down towards the floor. If you're feeling a stretch here on the front of that leg and the hip flexor, you're good to go. If you're not quite feeling much of a stretch, if you'll push that foot back behind you and straighten this leg a little bit, you're going to feel more of a stretch, okay? So just the version that feels best for you, that's the one I want you to do. All right, let's release it. We're going to do that one more time. Lifting up through the heart. And release. And we're going to face forward. We're going to extend our leg out in front of us, toes to the ceiling. Lengthen, hold on to those thighs, and let that heart fall forward. A little pyramid pose. So if you'll notice, I'm looking out beyond my toes. I'm keeping my back flat. I'm really stretching into that hamstring. Okay, let's go ahead and roll it up, and we're going to do that again. So lengthen nice and long through the spine. Let that heart fall forward, and keep that back flat. Look out beyond those toes. We're breathing here. We're holding the pose, but not the breath. Remember that surrender idea, right? Letting go, owning that gratitude. One more breath. All right, let's roll it up. Okay, bend that knee. We're going to go to the other side. We got this. Left knee is going to open up nice and wide. Okay, remember, keep this knee open. Let's grab that right hand. We're going to bring it all the way across our body. Grab that chair. Crown of the head lengthens. The spine is long. Turn and look over the back of that chair. Let's release that. We're going to do that again. Here we go. Bring it across the body. Lift and twist. Just looking over the back of that chair. Breathing your natural breath. And release. Okay, crescent lunge. Are we ready? Let's let that knee fall down towards the floor. Remember, it can be straight down or you can push that foot back. Your hands are going to be on those thighs. Relaxing this leg. Heart's lifted. and release it. And let's do that one more time. We got this. And release. Go ahead and face forward. That leg extends out, toes to the ceiling. We're going to lengthen through the spine. We're going to let that heart fall forward. Now we're stretching the back side of that leg. You feel it? Tuck the chin and roll it up. And we're going to do that one more time. Lengthen, hinge it forward. Feels good. And roll it up. Okay. Let's grab a sip of water. So we're going to do a big toe stretch. So keeping a wide range of motion in the big toe is important. And this is going to help us in that. It'll help us stretch the toe and can relieve pain in those toes from wearing tight shoes. All right. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair. Our feet are on the floor. We're going to bring that right leg up and place that ankle on the leg. Okay? Now, all you're going to do is you're going to reach down and you're going to grab that big toe and you're just going to bring it forward and you're going to bring it back. Then we're going to bring it to the side and to the other side. Okay? So we're going to do that again and we're going to hold it a little bit longer. I just wanted you to kind of get a sense of where we're going with this. Okay? So we're going to pull that toe in and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to bring that toe down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to bring it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to repeat that gently. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's go ahead and put that foot on the floor. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. So again, I'm just gently grabbing that toe and I'm going to pull it forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm just going to push it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to bring it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to bring it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do that one more time. Bring it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. All right, very good. So the next one we're doing is actually going to be for strength. And it's toe curls. So all I'm going to do is I've got just a little piece of cloth here. This is actually an old t-shirt. And I'm going to place it on the floor in front of my left foot. And I'm going to put my foot on that piece of cloth and I'm just going to curl my toes under, okay? So this is to build up the strength in those flexor muscles of the toes and the feet, okay? We're going to release that. Let's do that again. So I'm grabbing that with my toes. So that towel is kind of moving in. I'm grasping it, and then I'm going to release it. Let's do that one more time. I'm grasping that rag or whatever, doesn't matter, that little towel, and then release. Okay, so now let's go to the other side. I don't know that I need to move that actually. Okay, are we ready? We're going to try to grab that. Now I will tell you, if you have that cloth on hardwood, it's more obvious what you're doing. It really kind of bunches up. And let's release that towel. Let's do that again. Try to grab it. Try to pull it towards itself, right? Oh my goodness. Did you feel that? Wow. And let's release it. Let's do that one more time. Try to grab it. And release. Okay, we're just going to do it one more time on each side. Okay, are we ready? I went to the other side. I'm going to try to grab it. Now, here's the thing. If this is like nothing for you and you're like, yeah, I don't know, I can do this without any issue at all, you might put something heavy on that towel. Let's release it. So you're having to pull something heavy, right? It's kind of weighing it down. And release it. Let's do it one more time. Grabbing that. Feel it? Okay, release it, and we're going to the other side. Ready? Here we go. Toe curls. And release. Again. I know, right? Curling it. And release. Let's do that one more time. We're curling it. We're pulling. And release. Very good. All right. We're just going to set our towel aside. So we're going to move a little bit forward in our chair. And what I want you to do is you're going to hook your right arm right under that right leg. Your left arm can be holding on to the hand of that, to give yourself some support. And I want you to lengthen the crown of the head to the ceiling. Lift up. So now we're going to extend that leg, and then we're going to release it. And we're going to do that again. We're going to extend, and we're going to release. One more time. We're going to extend, and we're going to release, and we're going to put that foot down, and we're going to go to the other side. All right? Hook it under. Grab that wrist if you wish. Lengthen through that spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. All right, are we ready? Extend that leg and release. Extend, release. Extend, release. One more. Extend and release. And put that foot on the floor and take a break. Okay, so that's a great version. If you want to add on, we're going to add 2 more things on, and these are pretty significant add-ons. So remember, listen to your body and just do what works for you. Okay, so we're going to hook under, going back to the other side again. Okay, so this time we're going to extend and bend and extend and bend. Now listen, let's extend and hold that leg. And I want you to reach up and grab your calf or ankle, whatever feels good for you. Don't lean back, right? So I'm not leaning back. I'm lifting up through the spine. I've got this leg. Now I'm going to let go of my leg. I want you to see where your toe is in relationship to the wall in front of you. And I want you to see if you can keep that foot there. Ready? Let's release and see if we can keep that foot there. I know, right? Hello. Are we thinking thoughts of gratitude? Yeah? One more breath. Bend the knee and put the foot on the floor. I know. That's pretty challenging, isn't it? Okay, we're going to the other side. We're going to hook it under. Lengthen through that spine. Are we ready? Here we go. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. All right, are we ready? We're going to lengthen and hold. We're going to reach up and grab. Give it a little tug. Don't lean back. See where your toe is in relationship to the wall. Are we ready? Let go. I know. One more breath. Bend the knee and put the foot on the floor. Okay. I told you it was quite the addition, didn't I? And this one is even more of an addition, but it's all good. We're going to give it a try. Okay, let's go to the other side. Hook it around. Are we ready? Nice long spine. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Don't lean back. Don't hinge, right? Here we go. Lengthen and bend. And lengthen and bend. We have one more. Lengthen, hold, reach up, grab. Give it a little tug. We're going to let go. Now, we're going to bring that leg down and we're going to bring it up and down and up. One more. Down and up. Bend that knee and put that on the floor. Other side. Here we go. We got this. Bring that knee in. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. One more. Extend, hold, reach up, grab. Give that a little tug. Release. Down and up. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. Bend the knee and come down. How did that feel? How'd y'all do? I know that one is very challenging. Okay, we're going to come into a seated camel pose. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands and we're going to place them one on each side of your spine, right in the small of the back, okay? Lift your heart up, pull those shoulder blades behind you. Open up your heart, lift your chin, look up. So we're creating space in our body for thanks. One more breath. Now we're going to pull our belly in and we're going to release down into our cat pose. Hands are going to be on those thighs. We're going to round the spine, tuck the chin, let the head fall. Let's come back up, place our hands one on each side of the back, right in the small of the back. Lifting up, opening the heart, lift the chin, look up, squeeze those shoulder blades behind, making space in our body, giving thanks. And then we're going to round down into that cat pose. And we're going to do that one final time. Here we go. Camel pose, lifting up, pushing, maybe push those hips forward just a little bit as you look up. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind. One more breath. And let's come back down into that cat pose. And release. That's very good. Okay, so we're going to do a crescent lunge variation. And what I want you to do is we're going to take our right knee and bring it across. Then the other knee is going to come as well. Okay, so I'm just facing to the side. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my hands up to the ceiling. And then I want you to windmill and face me. Okay, do you see what's happening there? We've got quite a twist happening. My arms are parallel to the mat. Now this back hand, I'm going to bring it down and around, back up to the ceiling. And then I'm going to windmill and look over the back of my chair. And then I'm going to take my hands up to the ceiling and I'm going to bring my hands down to my lap and check in. So how did that feel? Okay? So we're going to add a couple of things on, and I'm going to stay on this side and then we'll do it on the other side. But what I want you to think about is what's happening in your body and if that feels okay. So if anything doesn't feel okay, you're just going to keep doing this same version. But the next thing we're going to do, all right, so let's take our hands to the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and windmill around just like we did to begin with. Bring that hand down and around, up to the ceiling, those hands go. We're going to windmill the other way. Now we're going to take our hands to the ceiling. We're going to come into those goddess arms, or I'll call it goalpost arms, all right? We're going to lift our chest up. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades back behind as you look up. Take the hands back to the ceiling. Now listen carefully to your body, all right? This is for your back. You're going to bring those arms out towards the wall in front of you and bring the hands kind of parallel to the floor. There's the back. Do you feel that? Working pretty hard. Belly stays tight. One more breath. Up we go. And let's bring those hands down and go to the other side. So did that feel okay? That little add on there for the back? So just remember, you need to think about what's happening to your body. All right, are we ready? Hands to the ceiling. We're going to windmill. We're going to come down and around and we're going to windmill over, looking over the back of our chair. We're going to bring the hands back up to the ceiling. We're going to do that one more time, just like that. Windmill. Down and around, up we go. And windmill the other way. Back to the ceiling we go. Are we ready for goalpost arms? Squeeze your shoulder blades behind, looking up. Fingertips to the ceiling. Now we're going to lean over those legs. Try to touch the wall in front of you with your fingertips. There's the back working, belly tight. Protect that low back. Use your abdominals. One more breath, feet, hands to the ceiling. Bring the hands back down and face forward. How'd that feel? I like that one a lot. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a little seated bind. So we're going to take our right arm and we're going to extend it out, and your palm is going to face forward. Okay? You're going to bend at the elbow and you're just going to reach over that shoulder and place your hand right in the small of the back. Okay, so it's just kind of right here in the small of the back. Now the other arm is going to extend out, but that palm's facing back. And you're going to bend at the elbow and you're going to let that hand come up. So maybe your fingertips touch. Maybe they don't. They don't have to. So I don't want you to worry about it if they don't. So it's not a big deal. What I do want you to think about, though, is pressing your elbows back. Quite the stretch. One more breath and release. We've got to do the other side, though. You okay? All right, let's do it. Left arm is out, palm faces forward. We're going to bend that elbow, and we're just going to put that palm in the middle of the back. Now the other hand is going to extend out, palm faces back, and we're going to bring that hand in. So remember, they can touch or they don't have to. The thing I care the most about, though, is that those elbows press back to open the heart. Oh, that feels good. We have one more breath. Let's bring those hands down and grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing behind our chair. And I think for you to be able to see me a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and turn my chair, but you just stay behind your chair, okay? So this is a stretch for our Achilles. Now the Achilles is a tendon that connects the heel to the calf. And it can strain easily, but it's important to keep it strong, right? So that helps with foot and ankle and leg pain. So we're going to take a little step back and we're going to have our hands on the back of the chair. Now we're going to take the foot that's away from you, you're going to bring it forward, and the other foot you're going to bring it back. Okay? So the back heel is on the mat. So you don't want to be up on the toes. You want that to be down, and you also want all 10 toes pointing forward for this particular series. Okay? Now we're going to bend this front knee. You probably feel the calf stretching at this point, right? I know I do. All right. We're also getting a little bit of Achilles stretch there. So we're going to do a couple of different ways. So if you're not feeling the Achilles yet, don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll get there. All right. So I'm just bending that front knee. Now, the next thing you can do is you can push your hips forward a little bit there. I don't know about you, but now I feel the Achilles a little bit more, okay? So I'm pushing my hips forward just a little bit, and I'm holding it. Okay, now the last piece of this is I'm going to bend this back knee just a little bit. Try to keep the heel down, so we're not letting the heel rise up. We're trying to keep that heel down, but just a little bend to that back knee. Hips forward a little bit. I know. Let's go ahead and release that. Now we're going to go to the other side and give this leg a little break. So we're going to, remember, step back, all 10 toes pointing forward, bend the front knee first. I feel the calf. I don't know about you. That's quite a calf stretch for me. Bend that front knee even more. Remember, pushing those hips forward. That's another way to get the calf a little bit more. I begin to feel the Achilles at this point. Pushing that hip forward, I begin to feel the Achilles. But now to get it just a little bit more, I'm going to bend that back knee. Not much. Keep that heels down. Push those hips forward. And I hope you can feel the Achilles stretching there. And release it. We're going to go to the other side. All 10 toes pointing forward. Heels are down. Both heels are down. Push those hips forward. Bend that back knee a little bit. And we're going to hold this. And we're going to breathe. So just kind of moving things a little bit for you so that you can feel that stretch in that tendon in the back of that, between the heel and the calf. I know, we're hanging out here for just a few more breaths. We got this. Okay, let's go ahead and move to the other side. So if you're not feeling it, I would peek at your feet and make sure all of these toes are pointing forward. What we tend to do is turn that foot at an angle, and you're going to relieve that calf stretch. The minute you turn that heel in a little bit, then you're going to not feel the calf as much, and not the Achilles either. Okay, so remember, bending that front knee. See how I'm kind of pushing my hips forward? Now bend the back knee a little bit if you want. And then we're just going to hang out. Whatever version you have, I want you to feel the Achilles stretching. And we're holding it and we're breathing, okay? Oh my goodness. I feel this side more than the other. Just do 3 more breaths. We got this. 1 more breath. And release it. That is so good. Very, very good. Okay, you're still going to be behind your chair, all right? So I'm kind of in front of mine at this point, but you're still back behind your chair. And we're going to take our feet about hip distance apart, okay? Now, belly is going to be super tight here, and you're going to bring your hands behind, so wide arms, palms are behind your head, elbows are wide. Open up that chest. Let's breathe in some gratitude here. All right. And then we're going to exhale, and we're going to come forward. So what I want you to do is bring your elbows forward, all right? You're holding that head. You're not pulling on the neck, but you're going to let the gravity of those elbows towards the floor give you a little bit of a stretch into that neck. All right, let's go with it again. We're lifting up into our cow pose, so it's a wide-armed cow and calf. Lifting up. Inhale. Feel that gratitude. And then let's exhale. And exhale a little love and peace. Feel that neck stretching a little bit. Rounding those shoulders, tucking that chin, letting that head fall. Let's do that again. Lifting up on an inhale. And exhale, down we go. And release. That's very good. Okay, so now we're going to do a forward fold. You're still behind your chair. Okay, I know I'm still beside mine, but you're still behind your chair. Now we're going to turn. You're going to have your hands resting on the back of the chair, and you want to have your feet hip distance apart. Okay, so the main thing about this one is I want you to really think about keeping your abdominals engaged, belly tight. We tend to want to let them go, but I want you to really think about pulling them in because that's going to protect our back. Okay? All right. So we're going to have our hands on the chair. We're going to bend our knees pretty generously. Begin to let that heart fall. Okay, so I'm just letting the heart fall. I've got a flat back. Got that? So my heart is just, I'm kind of like at a tabletop with my back. My belly is tight. Let's bend our knees more generously and roll up. Okay, so that's version 1. Great version. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to move back just a smidge, okay? Now my hands are still on the back of that chair. I'm going to keep my legs straight. I'm going to keep my back flat. My heart is falling, but I'm going to keep going just a little bit further. So my heart is now going to fall between my arms. My belly stays tight. Do you feel your back stretching? It's crazy, right? You wouldn't think you would get much out of this one, but boy, is it quite the stretch for the back. Let's just hold one more breath here. Okay, now bend the knees generously, roll it up, and we're just going to do that one more time with one tiny little add-on. This isn't a big add-on, okay? So let's go ahead and hinge forward. Abdominals are tight, hands are on that chair, right? We're letting our heart fall. Maybe it's a little bit further between those arms. So now all I'm going to do, and don't bend your knees, all I want you to do is turn and look up. It doesn't matter which side, we're going to do both. So you should feel those sideways muscles working here. Pull that belly in, and we're going to look down at the chair or at the floor, and then we're going to look up the other way. And down we go. Bend the knees and come up into a standing position. Did that feel pretty good? Excellent. Okay. So now this last we're doing a little twisting series here, aren't we? So the last one of this twisting series is we're going to take our feet about hip distance apart. And I want you to take your left hand and you're just going to place it on the left side of the chair. Okay? Now the opposite hand is going to come back kind of towards your hip, and I want you to pull that shoulder back. And then you're just going to turn and you're going to look over that shoulder. One more breath here, and we're going to face forward. Now we're going to do the other side. So your right hand is going to stay on the right side of the chair. Your left hand is going to come back. You're going to pull that shoulder back, and you're just going to turn and you're going to look over that shoulder. And we're going to face center. Now, the only add-on here, it's not a big add-on, but we're going to take our left hand and we're going to, instead of it being on the left side of the chair, we're going to bring it to the right side of the chair. Hand's going to come back, pull that shoulder back, turn and look. So it's just a little bit more leverage because this hand is on the other side of that chair. Just a little deeper stretch here. And center, and we're going to go to the other side. Here we go. Pull that shoulder back. Remember, turn and look, breathing into it. Very good. Let's come to seated. And grab a sip of water. Clasp your hands behind your back. Press the knuckles down towards the seat of the chair. Lift your heart. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind you, making room for gratitude. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Don't lose that squeeze behind your back. Drop your chin down towards your chest. Drop that left ear towards that left shoulder. And drop your chin towards your chest again. Oh my goodness, that feels good. And let's release that. Okay, very good. We're going to move into seated thread the needle. So we'll start with our right arm. We're going to have our hands on our thighs to begin with, and we're going to lift our right arm up towards the ceiling. So your little twist here, right? So my ribs are moving, my knees are staying stable. I'm moving up. This ear is falling down kind of towards your leg, all right? Lifting up. Now I'm going to take the hand that's in the air and I'm going to bring it through between the hand and my chest or my body, right? And it's going to come through and I'm going to twist and I'm going to look the other way. So now the opposite ear is down towards the leg. And then we're going to bring that arm up. You kind of see what we're doing here. We're going to inhale and then exhale as you come through. Thread the needle. Inhale, up we go. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, up we go. So feeling that twisting happening right at the ribs. And exhale down. And release. Okay, let's do the other side. So again, this hand is just going to rest here and my arm is going to kind of slide in and out between this arm and my leg. Okay, are we ready? We're going to twist as we look up. Knees stay forward. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to bring that arm through. That opposite ear is going to go down towards your leg. Inhale, up we go. And exhale, thread it through. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, thread it through. Last time. Up we go. And thread it through. And release. Excellent. Bring your arms out wide. Right hand on top, hug yourself. Lots of gratitude for yourself for doing the hard work. Let's lift those elbows up towards the ceiling. And let's bring those elbows down. Bring them center. Let's go to the right. And center. And left. And center. We're going to open. And let's get the other arm on top. Hug yourself. Squeeze. Elbows up. Center. Elbows down. And center. To the left. And center. And to the right. Center we go. And release. All right. So the only add-on, we're going to do that whole series one more time with our leg crossed, okay? So if it feels okay for you, you're going to cross one leg on top of the other. Here we go. Open. Cross one arm on top. Let's go down. Center. Up. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Open the arms. Switch legs. Opposite arm on top. Down. Center. Up. Center. Right. Center. And left. And center. Very good. Well, that feels good to me. Okay, so we're going to move into pyramid pose. We're going to extend our right leg out, toes to the ceiling. Now, we're going to extend first, nice and long through the spine. Hold on to those thighs and let that heart fall forward. So just feel that stretch first, and then we're going to do a little add-on. And tuck the chin and roll it up. Now, the knee that's bent, that's the arm you're going to use. You're going to extend it up, inhale to prepare. Then exhale, you're going to come to the outer edge of that leg. And inhale, up we go. Exhale down. Inhale, up we go. Exhale down. Inhale, up we go. Last one. And exhale down. Release that. Okay, is that feeling all right? Can we do the other side? Let's do it. Extend that leg, toes to the ceiling. Let's start just by doing one forward, holding onto those thighs, just feeling that stretch first. Hamstring. All right, tuck the chin and roll it up. Now the knee that's bent, that's the arm we're going to use. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come out to the outer edge of that leg. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down. And release. Excellent. We're going to cross ankle to knee. Remember, if that doesn't feel good for you, you're going to cross ankle to ankle. It's fine. Pick the version that you like. We're going to hang out here for just a couple of breaths. So it's a little bit of that hip stretch, right? So that getting into that hip and glute area. All right, if you want a little more, this can be what you're happy with right here. If you want a little bit more, lengthening nice and long through the spine, we're going to begin to let the heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat. So look out, not down. So looking out just a little bit. Keep the back flat. You're going to get a little bit better stretch there. Tuck the chin, roll it up. And then we're just going to move that knee up and down a little bit. Fluttering the butterfly wing, moving that hip joint. All right. Now let's do that again. Inhale, extend, exhale, come forward. If you want to press gently on that leg, you can. You don't have to. It's just an option. And roll it up. Very good. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to start by just hanging out here for a couple of breaths. And remember that ankle to ankle is a great version, right? Just don't move this foot in. Keep this foot out as you cross over, because we want to get a little stretch into the back hip glute. Ha! This could be all you need right here. And you're like, yeah, this is good for me. If you want a little bit more, we're going to extend the spine nice and long. And we're just going to begin to let the heart fall forward. Oh, right? You feel it? Remember, looking out, not down. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Good. And let's just move that knee a little bit up and down. Okay, last time. Extend and hinge. It feels so good to me. Remember, you can press just gently on this leg if you want to. One more breath. All right, let's go ahead and come up. Unravel. So remembering that not skipping Shavasana is a great way to express gratitude to yourself for your yoga practice. Hands resting lightly on the thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Take a deep breath in. And a full, complete, cleansing breath out.
Force for good. Focus on the creation of real value, lasting goodness, kindness, fulfillment, and love. Turn your attention away from the petty, foolish distractions that generate so much empty noise. Seek to gain wisdom, understanding, and deeper connection with every interaction. Resist the temptation to engage in drama and conflict. Every other person you come into contact with is unique and at the same time more similar to you than different. Respect that beautiful, valuable combination of diversity and kinship and utilize it for the benefit of all. Fill your mind with thoughts of positive possibilities. Fill your hours with generous and rewarding effort. You have a deep and abiding interest in the deep and abiding interests of everyone else. What advances life as a whole advances your life as well. Use this day and every day to live as a force for good. It is your opportunity and your obligation to yourself and to all of which you are a part.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you for joining today. I'm so very grateful for each and every one of you. And I will see you next time.